Hello, and welcome to the Cryptocurrency News Channel. Today we're going to do something fun. We're going to actually project and look at values of, certain cryptocurrencies if the cryptocurrency market eventually equals the stock market in terms of valuation. And this is something that is not going to happen in like the next 5 years or so, but looking way out into the future, there's a good chance that eventually that this might happen in the future if crypto is indeed the future. So the entire global stock market, we're just going to use the US stock market's value to calculate the entire global stock market. The US stock market is worth $30.1 trillion. And it is 43% of the global stock market. So all you have to do is do a little bit of division multiplication, and you can actually see that 31.1 trillion divided by 0.43, 43%. So the entire global stock market is worth $70 trillion. And the entire cryptocurrency market cap right now, I know this isn't a good comparison, market cap and stock valuation, but it's really the only number we actually have right now to comparison if cryptocurrency was worth as much as the stock market. So the number right now we're going to use for cryptocurrency is $177 billion. However, the entire stock market is actually worth 70 trillion. So how do we calculate that? We have to divide 70 trillion by $177 billion. So 70 trillion to, we have thousands, millions, billions, and trillions, and divided by 177 billion. So we have thousands, millions, billions, and divide. So it is roughly 395.4 times worth as much. So if we take a straight standard calculation of Bitcoin price at 5,344 and you multiply it by 395, we get Bitcoin worth just over $2 million if we keep the same exact ratio. Now, of course, I don't think we'll actually keep the same exact ratio. And Ethereum would actually be worth times 167.07 times 395 times. So we have $65,992 for Ethereum. XRP would actually be worth $128. Remember, this is actually if cryptocurrency gets to be worth as much as the stock market. XRP would be worth $128. Bitcoin Cash, I actually don't think BCH is going to stay in the top 10 if we actually get to this point. BCH would be worth $126,000 a piece. Litecoin would actually be worth times 395 would actually be worth $32,235 a piece. EOS would actually be worth times 395 $2,100 a piece. BNB would be worth something like it's going to be in the tens of thousands. BNB would be worth $7,817 a piece. Tether would still be worth $1. So if this happens, you really don't want your money in Tether. Stellar would be worth like 30 bucks or something, like $40 or something, a little over $40, $43. Cardano would be worth 30 something dollars. Tron would be worth like $7, and so on, if we keep the same ratio. Personally, I don't think we'll keep the same ratio. I think Bitcoin will probably be around 1 billion. Ethereum will $1 million. Ethereum will probably be worth more than the ratio right now. I'm going to guess Ethereum's probably going to be worth around, I think Ethereum will probably be worth around 300,000. XRP might be worth around 200 or 300 if cryptocurrency gets to be the same value as the stock market, and so on. So I actually do think, 20, 30 years down the line, we might actually see this. It's not something that we actually will see in the near future, but that's to give you a look at the potential of, where cryptocurrencies could be, let's say, a generation down the line. Do I think cash and fiat will be eliminated altogether? No, I don't think so. I think there's definitely certain things that cash and fiat is definitely useful for. But if cryptocurrency becomes the new stock market or somehow gets equal to the stock market in value, you can see Bitcoin at over $2 million, Ethereum at over $100,000, and XRP at over $100. So that just gives you a taste of what the, just by mathematical calculation, what these things could be if they actually keep, if they actually keep expanding and eventually challenge the stock market for dominance. Now, I don't really think they'll replace the stock market. I do think there's some tokenization, and I do think this will take, probably like 15, 20 years at least for this to actually happen. So it's projecting far in the future, but this is something new. Remember, it took Amazon 20 years to gain 5% of the of the overall retail market, which is like right now, basically Amazon owns 5% right now. So I do think, taking 10, 15 years to basically overturn the economic system is not that slow. It's actually fairly quick. Something that's been built for the last 100 years, 200 years. And I think that will be a very slow process. But if it actually does happen and, we have all this stuff with tokenization and cryptocurrencies does get to the market cap of the actual stock market, then these prices definitely are possible. You could see XRP, over $100. You could see Ethereum over, $10,000. You could see Bitcoin at, $1 or $2 million. But, everyone predicting that this is going to happen within the next 5-6 years, I think they're basically hallucinating. But if you say it's going to happen within a generation or within 20, 30 years, which is like a generation, I think it is, I think it is possible if things go well. However, there is a threat of CBDCs and countries just issuing CBDCs and not using cryptocurrencies and just using their own CBDCs instead. I do actually think, that is a threat. I do only think, I don't think all these cryptos will obviously survive until then. And I think, but the winners are definitely going to win. And, it might never equal the price, the value of the stock market, but cryptocurrencies will be used for specific purposes. And even within those niche purposes, if one or two currencies takes over a certain market, they could be dozens of times greater than they are now. So that's the report for today. Check out my Twitter. It's in my description. Also, check out my social media and retweet and share this on social media if you like my content. Thank you and have a nice day.